Hi, I'm Sophie Harris, and I am a student in Intro to Humanities. I am here to discuss the Romanticism period. So I picked question number 2, which is pick a painting from this module. What are the characteristics of Romanticism, and how do they work in that painting? Have you ever seen or experienced anything similar to what the painting depicts? So, just for reference, I am next to a plant. I am also outside in my backyard. So, to start off, I would like to say that the Romanticism period started after the French Revolution. It was like this fresh start that the citizens of that time encountered. There's lots of passions and feelings in this module, in this period. Lots of individualism, emphasis on anti-authority. They had a big theme of this love of nature, that nature heals the mind, the soul, created this serenity feeling. Romanticism reflected the emphasis of emotion. There was a great variety of colors, lots of muted colors, some oranges, yellows, dark blues, some light and dark greens. Just a very peaceful vibe throughout this Romanticism period, not very harsh like other periods we've studied. The artists reflected expression and thought into their art. It was more of a personal period. We were very specific on emotion, spirituality, imagination, and that big emphasis on nature. There was lots of loose lines, strokes. If there was objects in these, they were very loose, not very conformed, no harsh lines. They were all very flowy. It all flowed into the painting. It all just made sense. So the painting I decided to discuss was The Haywain by John Constable. And in this picture, it is reflecting a farmhouse, lots of vast fields, emphasizing that foreground, middle ground, background, just creating that sense of depth. There was specifically this large wagon in the picture, and there was a large wagon, and there was a big farmhouse, or at least that's how I interpreted it. In this farmhouse, next to it, this wagon was carrying hay or grass, and pulls out low-profile colors, ideas to create this peaceful atmosphere, the serenity feeling that was emphasized throughout this Romanticism period. The artist drew lines to bring your eyes to this wagon, so it really was the focus of this painting. And then part of this question was, have you ever seen or experienced anything similar to what the painting depicts? So recently I took a trip to Tennessee. I was staying in Pigeon Forge in Knoxville, and so I saw lots of muted colors. It was that transition from autumn to fall. There was lots of color changing in the trees, lots of greens, some dark oranges, some bright reds, and then we were staying in a cabin, so there was this lake that was right there, so I really understood what this serenity feeling was, and maybe what that artist was feeling when he was painting this. So I think that's how I took it and how I perceived this painting. But yeah, that's my discussion on the Romanticism period.